With more tension between political parties than ever, is it possible to date someone outside of your political party? We're live with professional matchmaker from It's Just Lunch. This is Racheal Stuntz on how to navigate politics and dating. As if Denver dating couldn't be any harder, we throw politics into the mix, or maybe you don't have to, right? Tell us more about that. Where do we even start with this?
Yeah, well, first, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah.
And yes, when you are looking for a partner, of course, you're looking for somebody who shares your important values. But I will firmly state that I do not believe politics belongs on a first date.
Okay, not on a first date. What date do you think it belongs on?
Right. I would say that the advice I give to my clients at It's Just Lunch is that you should have at least 1 or 2 dates before you cross that bridge, because then you will have built some mutual respect by that point, and hopefully the conversation is a little smoother because of that.
Okay, so let's say it is brought up. Maybe first date, second date, even third date. How do you talk about it? What's the first thing you do? How do you react, or do you not react at all?
Yeah, well, start by leaning on that rapport that you've built, right? With that, you're going to have a little bit more of that respectful ear. You're listening to understand, why are you this way? Why do you believe that? Because those differences may not actually be as big as they first appear. So take some time to really listen to that person and understand where they're coming from, but also knowing that politics can be really triggering, so you want to keep it low-key, no judgment, no personal attacks. It's really from a help me understand where you're coming from.
But this is doable. Down the line, if you do lie on opposite sides of the party line, you can still make the relationship a success, right?
You can if you want to, and there's enough other pieces there where you have a great foundation. Maybe 1 or 2 minor disagreements really aren't cause to rule somebody out when they check most of the rest of your boxes.
Okay, so you work with a lot of clients locally, but across the country too, right?
Yes, we do.
Do people run into this?
Of course,
That's why it's a hot topic.
All the time.
Yeah.
I mean, people are wanting a whole list of things, but of course it comes up more when we get towards that political season. So again, I like to remind people, lean into that romantic environment on a first date. You're there to get to know each other, live in the present. Even if you two have the same political viewpoints, it's not sexy to talk about on a first date. It's not fun. So you want to really come from that place of creating that whimsical, romantic foundation. That's how you create something special.
Okay, so if people want some more advice on dating, can they call you? Can they email you? Do they go to your website? How do you get a hold of you?
Absolutely. All of the above.
Okay,
and it's justlunchdenver.com.
Okay, easy as that. Racheal, thanks for coming in studio.
Thanks
Good
for
stuff right
having
there.
me.
Hot topic, definitely. I wonder if you can take Dan DeRue on a date to a musical venue.